Right, here's how we're gonna start our chicken tacos. I've got 4 pounds of, it was organic chicken breast on clearance. Then I froze it, so everything in there is frozen right now. Lock it down, make sure we're gonna pressure cook seal. I hit either, depending on your machine, either hit meat stew or pressure cook. And I'm gonna bump the time to 25 minutes. Let it roll. I'll bring a meat thermometer out here to make sure we're up to temperature before I actually go with that setting. I've never pressure cooked a pot this big, but 2 or 3 breaths, 25 minutes from frozen, you're good to go. All right, here we are out here, day 2. Yesterday I ran out of time before the sun went down to get the chicken turned into the chicken tacos. So I left it in the Instant Pot dish, covered it, left it full of water, let it sit overnight in the refrigerator, pulled it out this morning, drained it, rinsed it, so I'm ready to go. Here I've got a 1.5 cups of the chicken bone broth that we used to candy the ginger out in a different video here. But this is all the juice that I pulled off of the original cooking down. So it was chicken bone broth with a whole massive amount of, not really massive, quite a bit of ginger sliced out. And I also threw, I think it was a tablespoon of turmeric back in, maybe more. I'll have to go back and check the video. I'm exhausted today. But so what we're gonna do first, because I'm gonna use this as the base, as the liquid for the chicken tacos, to keep them moist, because they're always dry. Every time I ever try to do chicken tacos, great protein source, it goes dry, it sucks. So I got a 1.5 cups of this going in. Might add more later, depending on what it looks like. Well, just drop that. I've got 2 heaping tablespoons of minced garlic, because who doesn't like garlic? If you don't like it that much, cut back or don't add it at all. And into this, the rest of the powders I'm gonna mix once this is all set up and ready. I'm gonna start by rough shredding it with my claws. And you'll see here, it just breaks apart. It's ready to just fall apart. This was 25 minutes from frozen, covered with water in an Instant Pot. Great meal prep ideas. If you find what your kids like or what your spouse or even you like, these Instant Pots, I've got 3 of them now. I won't live without them. I'm just doing the rough shred with these. All right, now that I've got those rough shredded, because right now it's still stringy and long, so when you bite into your burritos and pull them, I don't like all the stuff coming out. So I bring a mixer into the deal, and it's gonna shred it up really nice. Really bite-sized for you. Oh yeah. Hopefully this will come through. This is shredded. This is ready for bite sizes, so you don't drag most of your fillings out with you. All right, let's start bringing this up. I'm gonna put it in saute. I should have done that before I started shredding it. Here's what it is. Life's a little bit harder when you're stupid. Big clump of garlic pulled around. Now I started with 4 pounds of chicken breast with what my daughter and her friend ate last night, just shredded with salt, and then I kept another chicken breast out, so I've already got something meal prepped, saved with a little bit of juice in it, a little bit of water to keep it moist. I'm going to start with, it says 1 pound, I think it says 1, yeah, a pound of ground beef, turkey, or chicken. I found for my taste buds, I always go, like if I'm doing 4 or 5 pounds, I go 1 packet less than the pounds. So I'm guessing I got 3 pounds left. I'm gonna start with 2 packs, mixed in especially with this ginger juice that whatever you'd call that, ginger drippings, that I've put off on there. And then once it comes up to temperature, once I get everything mixed in, I'm gonna add some xantham gum, a 1/4 cup of xantham gum, and probably gonna go for a full cup of nutritional yeast. We'll see how it looks. I'm an intuitive cooker, so now that I'm shooting videos and writing recipes for the way I do stuff, I'm having to relearn how I cook, because I just go by smell, by taste, by look, but I'll get it together for you guys. All right, here we are, good and warm. Got her to a slight boil, just getting there. So here's where we're starting. I'm gonna put about half the chicken in, just to cover the fluid. Let's go ahead and shut this off. We don't want to boil it down. I know most recipes call for boiling it down. I don't do that. I'll show you why. start with 2 of these for 3 pounds. I'm guessing I got 3 pounds of chicken breast in there. But I'm gonna start with 2 packs of Cholula. I can always add more later. Dump it right on top of the chicken because the chicken's covering the bone broth, ginger dropping juice stuff. That, and that. Well, I've lost my dang measuring spoon. There it is. Quarter teaspoon xantham gum. This is Anthony's Premium Xantham gum. It's the only pack I've ever had or needed because I'm still using it a long time later. And I got nutritional yeast here. I'm gonna add a cup of this. Rest of that chicken's in. Turn it a few times here. All right, that soaked up all that juice. All right, I'm back. I've got the other 1.5 cups of the ginger juice droppings. Need to taste test this before I add it because that ginger might overpower it, might ruin it. I'm a little worried about it. I've never done this before. No, it can take it. We're good. Also going to add that other pack of Cholula seasoning mix. Now, if you don't want to do the ginger drippings that I did for making candied ginger, totally get it. Now, I usually use chicken bone broth. The only thing Walmart had, or actually even Kroger's, but anyhow, was just chicken broth. I like the bone broth better. But the Walmart brand, I think it's right around $3. I'm not paying $7, $8. They did have $7 or $8 bone broth on there, and if that's the case, I'm gonna go over and buy a rotisserie chicken at the end of the day for $10, strip the meat off of it, and then bone broth it down overnight and have my own bone broth and a whole chicken already cooked. So yeah, I'll do another thing on the different kind of bone broths. Best thing you can add to your life. But we're ready for this bone broth and the ginger juice drippings. I'm gonna add this in. And then, because it needed more, I'll add that in. Just so you can see how good this shreds the chicken. Any rotisserie or blender like this will do it. That's all it takes. Let's get in here. Ooh, that feels good. Feels good and moist. Let's see how this is. Yes, that's on point. Taste that ginger in it real good too. Not overpowering. Got it slow cooking. I'm just gonna leave it alone, let it slow cook for a while, and then we'll come back out here. I'll get a frying pan full of hot oil, and we'll wrap them up and deep fry them. All right, oil's starting to get hot. Once again, I've got this big deep fryer base on a very, very low setting. This thing gets super hot. But splash a little water. Water's dancing. That's all I'm looking for. I'm sure there's a temperature range that you're looking for. I don't mess with all that. I keep it simple. Sometimes people make it way too confusing. Need temperatures and measurements, and it just boggles my mind. Makes it too complicated. What I got here is I've got the I really like this brand of burrito best, but I got the biggest one that they make because I don't know, nothing ever fits in a burrito once you're trying to do it. I've microwaved these out to make them a little more pliable, a little more flexible. Just took water on my hand, rubbed them around, put them between the layers, microwaved them for 30 seconds. Now the trick I'm gonna use is after I roll them, I'm gonna take 3 toothpicks and basically kind of stitch it together because it sucks when they fall apart into the pan. I'm still learning that technique. Might go for a whole scoop. And then if you want to skip the nutritional yeast part and go with cheese, it'd be the perfect time to add your cheese. I like to mix the cheese in so it's all the way through when I do it. That's completely up to you. Once again, slight taper of an angle. Take it past, start rolling it back. Those of you that roll know what I'm talking about. Roll burritos, I mean. I don't so much mind some of this hanging out. It gets crispy, the extra little edges. As long as it's all sealed, we're good. All right, let me set up over here and we'll do this. All right, here we are. We're a little hotter than I want, starting to smoke off, which is fine. I turned it down. Away from yourself. You're gonna learn a real bad lesson if you don't do that. Oh, lost a toothpick here. As I'm doing this, I'm gonna start crisping up that top. See, it doesn't take long. Gotta be ready to move when you do this. Whoa, there we are. Oh my. I just made a mess. I always do. That looks good. Ah, splattered on my boots. Back on it. Let's see what she looks like. Ooh, nice and crunchy. Ooh. All right, here we are. Everything's cut. All the pictures are taken. Let's see if we pulled it off. This works. Oh. The different layers of seasonings and the turmeric and the ginger, the Cholula seasoning, it's all coming through good. Just sauteed some peppers and roasted some tomatoes and stuff I had on the side here. That was real good. This is the Cajun seasonings I made yesterday. This one had the Cholula hot sauce added to it. I'll try that one second. It's a little bit hotter. Oh, nice and thick too. Set overnight. Favorite ranch, some Greek yogurt, some Old Bay. That's on this one, and then added some Cholula to that. That sauce sets it on fire. Oh my God. And not in a burn your face off kind of way. Don't mind the airplane in the background. This works. Bring this out to impress your neighbors. Let's do it.